before you do always do a vlog, always make sure that your zipper is up. So, this is the most of the majority of what I'm bringing on the motorbike. It looks a lot, actually it is quite a lot, but I'm just going to go through some of the essentials that I'm bringing with me and the reason why I'm bringing it with me as well. So we will start with the cameras, etc. So, box of GoPro batteries, there's 8 in this. Mavic Mini 2, lost the other one, this is the second one. Very handy for getting that camera shot when you're riding a bike. You can put this anywhere on the bike, whether it's the side of the bike, getting the view of the wheel and the road in front. Put it anywhere on the bike and put it in the back of the bike as well. Either side of the bar, on the windscreen. They're amazing. 2 seconds, bang, it's clipped on. GoPro 7s, 3 of these. I always use 2 on the motorbike, but I always bring as a spare in case one of the cameras goes down. Always handy to have. Very important, water. The temperature at the weekend where I'm going is to be 25 degrees, and that is a bit of a heat wave for Northern Ireland, but I'm actually going down to South Ireland. Take 2, and always important to have. Soap bag, towel, obviously mobile phone. What's that? That's your emergency contacts, guys. This is very important, and I've been doing this now for probably about a year, and it's something that I never done. I only found out this morning talking to an experienced motorbiker, and he says anytime that he goes away, he always has his emergency contacts in his phone. It's very important. Hopefully I never have to use it, but you never know. Duct tape. If you get a puncture, use these babies. Painkillers. First aid kit, clothes, helmet with a Sena helmet entertainment system, very handy for phone calls, sat nav, etc. If you want to call somebody, if you're riding 3.5 hours on the bike, which I'm doing, you want to be entertained. Obviously you want to concentrate as well on the road, but you don't want to be hearing a motorbike noise like thunder for the next 3.5 hours, do you? So it's always handy to have a Sena. I use a Sena. Very popular headset, but also you can use other ones as well, and you can also talk to other people with Senas. You can connect to their helmet systems as well, which is very handy. And that's one of my favourite helmets. This helmet here, it's an L52 Rapid. 1 litre of fuel. The reason why I fill this is because the last time I was on my bike, I went to Killarney. I was very closely caught out. I was right down to the fumes, and the wee light came on, and I looked at the nearest fuel stop, or the fuel station, which was 20 miles away, and I was breaking a cold sweat. So I always learned from that experience, always bring spare fuel. It's very important. Motorbike security lock, helmet, cigars, face mask. It says, will remove for whiskey. Shall I take it off? Shall I keep it on? Bottle of bubbly. Take 2. A bottle of bubbly for the Friday, or we'll keep it for the Saturday night. Yeah, I'll keep it for the Saturday night. Bottle of red wine for Friday night. You ever get that feeling you brought too much? Yeah, I definitely need a trailer. But we're in Kesh River. What a beautiful day. Just show you some of the boats down here. This is the first pit stop I've had, so I'm glad of the break. How cool is that? So I'm just going to message Debbie here. I let her know that we are about 40 minutes from our meeting point. I'm going to follow her around. She's going to take me, hopefully, a scenic route. This is the first pit stop. Glad. As you always say, let's get the show on the road. I'm so excited. and I just can't hide it. My name is Gary Waters, and I have a motorbike channel and a travel channel as well, all combined into one. And I bring the serious side into motorbiking, but I also bring the fun side in as well. I think that's important. And it's an absolute gorgeous day in Northern Ireland as we head over to the west of Ireland to Donegal. So the saddle time today is in around 3 hours and 20 minutes, and it's in around 151 miles. Through Donegal, I'm meeting up with a friend there, and she's going to show me the coastal route around to the campsite. And a big shout out to Debbie Hark, and I really appreciate it, Debbie, for you doing that. That's the first time I've ever met her. And for those who don't know Debbie, she's a very well respected motorbiker, not only in the south of Ireland but also in Northern Ireland as well. And she does her coffee runs on a Wednesday evening. And fair play to you, Debbie, fantastic idea. And there's a lot of people that always go on these, and I can see why they're very, very popular, and you're a very popular character as well. So just a big shout out to you and a big thank you for that, for doing that for me. So I'm going to meet up with Debbie in Donegal. I think the campsite is in around an hour from Donegal. And it sits very close to the Slieve League mountains. And Slieve League is, I believe, one of the 3 top waterside cliffs not only in Ireland but in Europe as well. And I'm going to take a ride up there on Saturday, hopefully. And a lot of people tell me just to be cautious because the roads up there are quite bendy, and I live in Northern Ireland and we get bendy roads all the time. Slow, loose chippings, 20 mile an hour, fantastic. This road is absolutely treacherous. It's a road that every motorbiker hates, and it's full of stones. There we go. It's like basically driving on ice. It says go 20 mile an hour, and we're about 45 minutes from Donegal as well. I don't want to be riding in the middle of the road, that's dangerous. Please, please, end. Thank God for that. That was scary. I just recorded about the last minute, but that road went on for about 1.5 miles. So these are things you meet unexpectedly when you're going to places you've never been before. Look at that sky, isn't that beautiful? What a gorgeous wee town. That lovely wee village there, and there's so many beautiful villages on the way down. And I've just noticed the temperature gauge on the bike, and it's just over 70, and that's the highest that I've ever seen that since I got this bike from last year. Blue skies, blue skies, baby eyes, blue eyes. There's the blue skies, blue skies. There you are, there's a proof. Donegal, 25 kilometres, which is about 20 miles. And there's nothing as nice as getting on your bike on a summer's day and just heading out, whether it's on your own or with a group of friends. So Slieve League, I didn't even know this place existed until a friend, Debbie, messaged me, and then I YouTubed it, and I've been checking it up, and it looks absolutely astonishing. I know the road's up is quite dangerous. I just love this. I'm very passionate in what I do, and I always give 100%. "14 minutes from Donegal." Just look at these roads, absolutely beautiful, and the roads are so good. Look at that for a view. This is why Northern Ireland and Ireland is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. And I'm not just saying it, I'm not being biased about it. Spectacular mountains, beautiful roads, motorbiker's dream. Just noticing the midges squished all over the glass. Just arrived at Donegal. Just love it.
You can always edit it.
Are you happy to be from this side?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
We've been knowing each other now for about a year.
Yeah.
We met through Facebook. So what do you call it?
This is the diamond in Donegal town.
And I came down, I seen the pillar and I couldn't really miss it.
Yeah.
It sticks
Most
up.
of the bikes meet here on a Sunday around 12 or 1 o'clock, and then they head out for a wee spin, and then they come back here. Yeah.
So what's the plan now? So I'm going to follow you out to what are we going to do then?
We're going to go out as far as Mount Charles to the Salt Hill cabin, down at the pier, and then carry back up onto the main road to Killybegs. And then we'll stop in Killybegs at the seafood shack and have fish and chips.
Sounds good to me.
Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
And then we'll carry on the coast road then up to Slieve League.
Debbie, is there any truth in it that the rumours is that you're a bit of a speed demon?
No, not at all, no. Should I look at the bike? Come on.
Yeah,
No,
but I
not
tell you
at
what,
all,
those bikes
no.
can fairly shift. I'll probably be struggling to keep up with you with that big beast of a bike over there.
No, it's just handy for some of the roads around here. It's just handy, like.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. You have other bikes, haven't you?
I have a Triumph, a 675 Triumph, and a little CRF 150.
And I see you've got the signed socks on the side. Whose socks?
Socks is the wee dog. She'd normally be with me, but it's a bit hot today, so I've just left her at home with the other dog.
And she's a bit of a celebrity in the doggy world as well.
Yeah, she was out all weekend with me.
And she has her own Facebook page.
Yeah, she does, on Instagram, Socks the Teacup Chihuahua.
How many's on it at the minute?
I'm not sure.
Well, I've only got about 2 in mine, so.
We're at the Salt Hill cabin in Mount Charles.
Right, and what are you going to have here for snacks?
I know the weather's warm, but I'm going to have a hot chocolate.
It has to be done.
Cream and marshmallows.
Got a thing on the road, well, apart from sheep and cows.
Yeah.
And you got the soul.
Yeah, the road to Glencon and Kiln would be a bit.
You don't bring welly boots with you, no? For the sheep?
Well, actually, yeah, would be a good idea.
And Debbie's recommendation minus the marshmallows.
Do you not like marshmallows then?
Do you know what? I've never actually tried them. Debbie's just told me, and you'll never guess what she works at, but she's just told me that she's a long distance lorry driver. And what height are you?
I'm 5'1". They stopped me once when I got off the ferry in Scotland, and I could see the police following me down the motorway, and they pulled me over and they said, "Where's the driver, love?"
Debbie will be one of these ones I could almost picture as she sits on the chair with about 6 cushions underneath her.
That's me, yeah.
Just saying to the guys there that that's about the prettiest coffee cup I've ever seen, and it's free. Well, it's not really because I paid for the coffee. Coffees aren't free. Debbie, remember now, not over 90 miles an hour. More importantly, fuel stop. Something you don't see every day. Oh, she's going to let us put the fuel in.
Do you do the same, okay?
Yeah, please. Just goes to show you, don't never let the nozzle out. €18. Thank you, your wee star. Clean the bike off. This is Debbie Harkin. That's a cool chick. I tell you what, she's living up to her reputation anyway. Oh. God, look at that, guys, look at that. How Ireland looking is that? That is beautiful. Oh, we're in the part of the Wild Atlantic Way as well. Double bonus. Incredible. Not only on the way to Western Ireland, but we're on the part of the Wild Atlantic Way. The scenery here is going to be absolutely astonishing. I mean, look at that sky. Killybegs, 3 miles. Must be Millionaire's Grove. Oh, look at that house. What's a living there? Shit. So Debbie, it's a place here. What's the fish like?
The fish is lovely, yeah, fresh from the sea. Killybegs.
Wouldn't get any fresher than this, like she wouldn't. Probably put on about 4 stone weight by the time I go home. It's all her fault.
He's a biker actually, chef.
Well, I'm gonna sample. Oh my god, that just smells so good, doesn't it? It's beautiful.
I'm going to drink.
What do you think, Paul?
Lovely.
Out of 10? As good as that?
Yes, it's definitely, it's very like a perfect.
We're heading along the coast road to Kilcar and then up Slieve League.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's do this.
Yeah, famous people live up there. They've just done an extension actually. It's Sarah Jessica Parker, famous for Sex and the City.
Or Sex Not in the
And
City,
Matthew Broderick. He was in Godzilla and Foolish.
Are they living together, or is it? Are they share a house together?
They're married.
Oh, I didn't even
with
know that.
kids. But they live in New York, so they're not home at the minute because of COVID.
Yeah. So which house is it then over
It's that's the extension now. You see, where the orange is up.
Oh, with the orange house?
Yeah, right.
Roof?
The extension.
Yeah. Well, I think it's drone footage time here. Part of the Wild Atlantic.
Every generation claims the one before, and all of their frustrations come beating on your door. I know that I'm a prisoner to all my father had sold me. I know that I'm a hostage to all his hopes and fears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years. Or crumple bits of paper.
You're taking it easy. So at the bottom of Slieve League, almost stopped off for a drink break. The temperature must be 25, 26 degrees. But I just want to show you this river here. Where do you see this? It's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Living the dream. So Julie, just walking down the lake and we just started talking. So this is your little wagon here.
Sure is, yeah. It's 1968 Citroen HY. Used to be a wee bread van out in France.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And how long have you owned it then?
We got it back in 2019, so this is our third summer season.
Right,
So
okay.
our season here would be April to October.
Summer,
months
like
a year.
spring, summer months
Yeah,
as
7
well.
days a week. So it's full on in the summer and then we get a wee break in the winter.
So you come. This is your normal spot then.
Yeah.
So what
we're here
time-
7 days a week.
So what time do you start at then in the
Start
morning?
at 9:30 in the morning to 5:30 in the evening.
She's keen, very keen.
And it's barista coffee, teas, treats, paninis, home base. Just everything you need to fuel you up before going to Slieve League.
Do you get a lot of motorbikers coming down?
We do a lot of bikers, in particular now we get a lot of electric bikes as well.
Very posh part of the world, electric bikes.
Plenty of money down here, the mad get spent it.
Yeah,
Who
I'm
wants
sure.
money?
So what's the name of your wee business then?
It's brew in through.
Right, okay. It's
And
nice.
in through is the name given to the area, this whole area.
It all
Once
blends
you
in.
pass Philly Bags.
Do you like it blends as in coffee? Blends
What?
in.
Yeah,
blends
it
in.
blends
Coffee.
Exactly. It's catchy, something that people remember as well, you know.
Yeah, it's nice talking to you anyway.
Thank you very much.
What a day. What a day.
Oh,
Beautiful.
it's class, isn't it?
Yeah. We brought the good weather with us.
We need another month of this. You should come more often.
Yeah. See the northerners? Happens all the time.
Lucky charm.
Salmon Leap,
Nice.
we call it. On the Carrick Road, between Carrick and Teelan.
You think of jumping in, Paul?
I think he would, you know.
Go ahead. Here, I'll push you. Wow. That is beautiful. Beautiful part of the world.
Take you to the best places.
That you definitely do.
Donegal.
You definitely do. I don't want to go home.
Paddy that has the boat down there, he does the boat trips. It's €25 and you're on for an hour and a half. But you can swim off the boat.
Wow.
And there's dolphins. The dolphins follow him. You must look it up on YouTube. He's got the dolphins and all following him. Hold on. Are you serious? So this is the road now up to Slieve League. We're going from the Salmon League. This is called the Brewing Through at Jules owns, and we're going up Slieve League now to the
Okay.
top.
Do we all have insurance?
Well, I hope you have.
I think we're going to need it. Flipping hell. I can stick a seat. Slieve League. Here we come. This here's what we came for. And hopefully I get some cinematic shots up at the top of the mountain. What's up? Let's do it. So we're on, as Debbie says, we're 15 minutes from Slieve League. So I'm just going to let it, again, I'm just going to let it record and capture some of this amazing scenery. So I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I am. Coming close to my campsite. At the time is 4:20, and I've been riding the bike now for about from 9 o'clock this morning, give or take a few stops along the way. for cinematic shots like that. Look how beautiful that is. Definitely coming back here. Definitely coming back. Oh, sweet mother of God. Look at this. So, I just want to say a special thank you to Debbie Hartman for taking us around this amazing magical mystery tour. Let's just point. Oh, right, okay, yeah. That's where Daryl Lynn. Daryl Lynn Hostel. It's gonna be fun, no doubt. Amazing. Just picked a good spot. Hello brothers coming down. Wonder how they found it. It's good to see bikes coming down.
And away we go. Come on, Gary. Here comes the drone. Oh, look at that. He's away out to sea.
day one, Debs. Absolutely brilliant.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Well, that's good.
Thank you so much.
And you had a great Chinese.
Yeah, lovely Chinese, and we're set with a host.
Cool.
Day 2 then, what is on the plan for tomorrow then? Where are we thinking ahead?
Tomorrow then we're going to head to, from here we're going to head to Ardra through Glengesh, the valley.
Yep.
And then to Glenties, Fintown and then Letterkenny.
Right,
And then
there's
we're going to go on to Ballymastocker Bay in Port Saline.
more fish and chips. Can never have enough fish and chips.
Is Lucky?
Yeah. So yeah, there we doggy as
Lucky.
well. Look, I'd say we couldn't have picked a better day. I mean, my neck is absolutely roasted as well. I'm just good off Paul having some sun cream. So very, very lucky to get a room tonight. I was going to originally put a tent up, but you know what? Riding on the bike for 9 hours, it gets a wee bit tiring, and I didn't want to be kicking the tent about the field all night.
Well, I was hoping that's what I would see.
Yeah. So day 1, fantastic. Roll on day 2 tomorrow.
This is Derry Lahan campsite owned by Sean McCluskey.
Yep.
Bar. And over there is Slieve League in the background.
As we were early on today.
Yeah, the highest sea cliffs in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not really, but that's debatable.
They are.
Never argue with a woman, they're always right, even though when they're wrong.
So you can see Slieve League from here.
That's stunning, isn't it?
You've got Teelan Bay.
Down there.
There.
Yeah.
There's boat trips from Teelan.
Oh, is that where the boat comes?
Yeah, that's where
right.
the boat goes from.
Right.
The beach is just over the hill there.
That's the one where Paul was going to go down for a swim early on.
Yeah.
And then after half a glass of wine, he changed his mind. See these English guys that can't hold a drink.
So Sean's, it's actually a working farm. So
Oh,
you'll see sheep and
I didn't know that.
yeah, you can get fresh eggs in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
So the guests can have the eggs as well then?
Oh yes, yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
one. Don't get any fresher than that.
There's the big boy himself.
Dinner.
Okay, this is the campus kitchen. All the facilities here. Yeah, you've got the fridge here and microwave, kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God, so they've got plenty of cookers anyway, haven't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
And these were down for a week as well.
Are you saying
All of that just
cooking?
came down for a couple of days.
Ah,
So, yeah, we
yeah.
were down a couple of days ago and we went home. And then we've come back.
Yeah,
Can't get it,
because
can't
the
get it.
weather.
No.
So you highly recommend it then?
Oh, love it.
He's doing a vlog for his YouTube, for his bike channel.
You have motorbike channel?
What's your...
Gary's 2 Wheels.
Gary's 2 wheels, so you'll be on
His
it.
name's Gary.
Oh, small world.
And so I'll look it up and then I'll send it to you.
Yeah, Gary's 2 wheels.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah.
It's a new channel, so.
Do it when he gets a chance to do it.
I'll give you a big thumbs up.
Okay, well that's you've just sold it to me there. So you're on YouTube yourself?
Yes.
What's your channel?
It's called The Sea Turns.
There you go. Okay, subscribe
That's
as well.
great.
Yeah.
Subscribe to that too. You get more followers now.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you. Good night.
Starting to make it there. So I'm just going to show you the room that I booked for tonight. So this is a hostel. It sleeps double bed, 2 bunks, 6 people, and then you have an ensuite as well. Shower and toilet. I mean, for €40, I mean, what do you expect? You know, it's an amazing price, and it's that good. Actually, I'm gonna definitely come back here, whether it's with my family or a group of friends. You know, 12 hours is a long time, and when the time I got down here was after 6 o'clock in the evening. That's 9 hours on and off the bike. It's a long day, and I didn't like the idea of having to pitch a tent up for the night, so I was that tired. So I spoke to the owner, Sean, and he says there was a room available tonight, so of course you're going to take that opportunity. And for €40, can't beat that with a big stick. It's either sleep on an air bed tonight and spend about an hour and a half putting a tent up, or sleep in that. We know who's going to win there, don't we? Anyway, if tomorrow is half as good as today, I'll be over the moon. Fantastic day. One of the best days ever. I'm not just saying that, but it was absolutely amazing. Yeah, I'm so tired. Anyway, roll on day 2. Night night.
temptations come beating on your door. I know that I'm a prisoner to all my father had sold me. I know that I'm a hostage to all his hopes and fears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years. Or crumpled bits of paper filled with imperfect thought, still the conversation. I'm afraid that's all we got. You say you just don't see it. You say it's perfect sense. You just can't get agreement in this present tense. We all talk a different language, talking in defense. Say it loud, say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. It's too late when we die to admit we don't see eye to eye. So we open up the quarrel between the present and the past. We only sacrifice the future. It's the bitterness that lasts. So don't yield to your fortunes. You sometimes see his fate. You may have a new perspective on a different day. And if you don't give up, you don't give in, you may just be okay. Say it loud, say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. It's too late when we die to admit we don't see eye to eye. I wasn't there in the morning when my father passed away. I didn't get to tell him all the things I had to say. I think I caught his spirit later that same year. I'm sure I heard his echo in my baby's newborn tears. Just wish I could have told him in the living years.
Just in town.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You should be happy because I'm sure there's plenty of fish in the water.
There's lots of good roads along here, isn't there? But it wasn't too busy either, was it?
Yeah. Debbie has a bit of a fish phobia, alright, so that's why I keep mentioning fish. Is there such a thing called fish pie?
Fish pie, yeah. Sure
What about-
there is. Sure, seafood chowder. That's what you want. You
Yep.
have to try seafood chowder before you leave the door.
What about fish sausage?
No.
No. Fish liver?
No.
So today we're heading down to Letterkenny. We're going to pick up Paul. This is day 2. Temperature today is to get up to, I believe, 28 degrees. Oh, what do you see this here? So, Socks is Debbie's wee chihuahua, and it goes everywhere with her. She's probably spoiled rotten as well.
Yeah.
And this is how obsessed she is with her dog. And I don't blame her. It's a lovely wee
bought
dog.
me this,
but
actually.
we see this here.
It's got the dog, and then it's got the 3
It's a
bikes.
moog. What's a moog? That's so cool. That's a cracker.
This is just superb. Well worth the wait. I've only waited 2 years. The risk of tempting fate, I would say that this is the first longer motorcycle trip I've done where I haven't got wet once. So that I don't tempt fate, I'm going to go and have a swim.
When he says he's going to go for a swim, he's probably going to jump. Are you going to jump off the 8?
I'll leave the bike behind as well.
Can I have the bike? Leave me the bike, will you?
Leave you the bike.
Happy days. What do you think of the views?
Oh, the view's fantastic.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
This is Ballymastocker Bay. We're on the Nacala Coast Road.
Isn't it funny every time we get near the coast you're always excited because of the thought of fish?
Very funny. Mind you, I'm getting hungry now, but yeah. Isn't that a lovely beach?
Yeah, I mean look at the
Yeah,
roads
it's a road
down
to
as
it.
well. But the roads are good, you know.
Yeah, the roads are good surface round.
Apart from the road you took me down early on to see
Yeah.
to pick your triumph up. Debbie says to me, you know, it's a wee bit bumpy and things, but there was about 55,000 potholes and there was like a sharp bend up to the right. It was all stony, so I'd rather have took my bike on ice than attempt that again. Living the dream.
I said the weather is just sublime, it really is. The company's good, yeah, well, I mean, sublime is probably a bit much for the company.
I'm better company than Debbie is.
Yeah, well, you certainly got the sense of humour.
Somebody has to have a sense of humour hanging
Yeah, but
around
you haven't
Debbie.
got the figure.
No, definitely not. I have to say, Debbie, this trip for me was probably one of the best ever.
Yeah,
So I just want to say thank you
the weather helps.
for accompanying us over the last couple of days. And it does help the weather, yeah. And this beach would probably be one of the nicest beaches in Europe.
This is voted the second best beach in Europe.
The second, so what's first?
I don't know. But this is Ballymastocker Bay.
Yeah, it's like the
This
cliffs.
brings you down into Port Sal, and then you head round the coast then to Fanad Lighthouse.
It's like the cliffs we were discussing yesterday. Slieve League is supposed to be the highest, but I've done my research.
It's debatable by some
It's
people,
debatable,
but,
yeah.
they are the highest sea cliffs in Europe, apparently.
She made sure she got
Yeah.
sea
They're
cliffs
3
in.
times higher than the cliffs of Moher, so
Yeah, if you say so. Okay.
oh, that's the fact.
Do you believe that? What do you see? Look. It's actually melted. You know, so I've just went to get on the bike and the tarmac is that warm. My side stand has actually went into the tarmac. Yeah, Paul, if you could sort of push me over a wee bit this way. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's her. That's her. Yep. Holy shit. Oh shit. Yeah, if you could sort of push me back a wee bit. Yeah, grab it. Yeah. There's a wee tip, never park on a hill.
You definitely need a reverse gear.
Yeah. Just a wee bit more.
More?
Yeah. Keep going. Thanks, Debbie, for giving us a hand. Yep. Hey, there you done it.
Goldwing, of course, you would have a reverse.
So we're going to head down into the beach. Wow, look at this here, guys. Look at this. This is beautiful. As Debbie says, it's one of the... Here's a wee tip for you guys, just what Paul has done. Anytime you're coming up the sharp bend, if there's no cars on the other side, just take our wide berth and then come into the corner tight. So today's highlight so far has been, for me anyway, it's been a wasp sting, my Harley Davidson nearly sinking into the tarmac with the heat, and with this bike being so heavy, she weighs about 700 pounds weight in around that. It was leaning down on one side, so it was as well, so that puts added pressure onto the weight of the bike. How busy this is. Paul know about the sharks?
Yeah. Yeah, the best
Oh, yeah, I eat them.
No, I'm talking about the meeting you
Tell you,
for breakfast. You're talking
tell
about
you
breakfast and lunch. Well, if you're going to go in the water, all I can say is it was nice knowing you.
Hasta la vista, baby.
What's that, friend? Paul is going to attempt to go swim.
We'll walk over.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just walk up here.
Talk about golden sand. So you going skinny dipping, Debs?
No.
This is why the place is voted possibly one of the best beaches in Europe. And Paul is away in to see if he can find Jaws. And he thought we were joking about sharks, didn't he?
Yeah. You can always go in your tongue and wear it back to front. As you do.
Why do I bother with Debs? I still ask a question every day. Anyway, who needs friends when you got enemies like that? Enjoyable adventure. It was yesterday was for me was absolutely amazing, but today the seeds at it's just fantastic. The views, the roads, the company, apart from Debs. So where are we going next then after this?
Go round to Fanad Lighthouse.
Okay. Never heard of it, but it sounds good.
He must be in there somewhere.
When you hear him screaming, being eaten alive by sharks, then we know he's in the water. I don't know if you can see in the mirror, but that is Paul behind me. And we have Debbie in front. Of course, I'm stuck in the middle. On the way up here, the roads are quite narrow. Again, a lot of S-bends. But who cares? Do you know why? Is that what you sign? Because that's the sign of the Wild Atlantic Way. Somehow this is just gonna, I just know this is gonna blow the socks off me, or blow the leathers off me, or whatever you want to say. I thought I'd seen some of the best roads that I'd been on in Ireland, but this just beats it, hands down. Absolutely incredible with the views. So Debbie's riding a Triumph. For any lady bikers out there that's thinking of going for the bike license, Debbie's only 5'1", and I tell you what, she can fairly handle a bike, and she's only been riding bike for 6 years. Yeah, it's nice of her to pull in. Thank you. Hello, little sheep. Hello, little cows. Hello, Debbie. Little fishy wishy. Time for a leather jacket. It's getting cold. Lovely old cottage style house there. Probably been around Darlick for years. You get a lot of houses like that down and around this part of the world. That's pretty.
Hot?
Looks like it's pretty
Oh, look, mine is melting shite.
Oh, yours, yeah.
Yeah.
My
It
God.
is actually. You need to pop
Yours
it
is,
today.
yeah. So just like you say, it's not just Harley Davidson. So you can see how warm it is here. I mean, I had the same problem early on. The tarmac, it's actually melting with the heat. And that's not really a heavy bike. I'm not joking, this is how warm it is in Ireland today. It must be 28, 29 degrees. So what's the story with the helicopter pad then? I know it's Clanard Lighthouse.
I don't really know these. You're going to have to stop that because I'm not sure.
I'm going to keep that in because that is just...
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
No.
I don't know.
What is it to say about people with
The
blonde hair?
helicopter pad, it must be obviously to rescue people from the sea and take them to the hospital, I
She's
would have
not
thought.
really a dumb blonde.
Say nothing.
She's just blonde.
Feel a song coming on.
Right, go ahead. You going to sing a song, Debs?
We're off to see the wizard.
I don't know what way to take it. Who's a scarecrow and who's a...
No. Well, he's got no brains. I take it that's you, Gary.
No, thank you very much. You are the perfect one for the scarecrow. You don't even need to be dressed up because you got the height, you're skinny.
I'm the brave one, the lion.
Okay.
So, am I
Who's
Dorothy
got no
then?
brains?
I'll be Dorothy. I'm the best looking one of the whole lot of you.
Hi.
Does this here actually work?
It's lovely.
That is a working radio, Mallinhead Coast Gas Station. That helicopter pad, that service started back in 1969. It used to land here once a fortnight and fly any service out to Strathullis in that direction or Floriana in that direction.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say that
Yeah,
goes...
that's new. That's new where I'm from.
It's the best bit of fun I've had all day. Wow. My God almighty. That is unbelievable.
Isn't it?
Look at this.
H for Harkin.
Harkin? Oh yeah! For those women interested in this place, there you are. That's it all there. Welcome to Fanad Head, one of the great lighthouses of Ireland. I'm not just being biased about this, but that is one of the most loveliest lighthouses that I've ever seen. So what's the story with us here? It's like a wee pod. Oh my God. Jeez. Jeez almighty. What do you see this? Is this a new form of transport in Ireland?
No, that's not a new form of transport.
Did you steal this?
Oh yes, they did.
I thought I recognised you in Crime Watch UK. Or is it Ireland?
Oh, one or the other.
It's pretty cool. Whoa. That was close. We have a Joyrider and we have Evil Knievel.
And they're all made in Coventry, all them tractors.
I says to that guy there, can you pull a wheelie? And he went, yeah. I don't think he knew what I was doing. Probably thinks I'm a foreigner, which I am. Buy that. A man of your means, you could probably buy that. You do drive a sporty Triumph, after all. So it's 4:30, day 3, and I'm heading back home. Woke up about 4 o'clock, couldn't sleep, started thinking about this trip. And I have to say, for me, this trip so far has been my favourite. Just want to give a shout out to Debbie Harkin and also to Paulie Lucas. I never met these guys before. I met Debbie on social media and they came down. I met them for the first time. Bumped into Paul in Donegal on day 1 when I stopped off at the Diamond in the square. They've been with me for the last 2 days, and I have to say, 2 fantastic people. Some of the things we got up to was crazy, but you want to see it on the vlog anyway. And I know I got some amazing cinematic shots. But I want to say thank you to Sean from Darien, I think that's the way you pronounce it, hostel. Probably about 10-15 minutes outside Killybegs. Fantastic place to stay, and it's as cheap as buttons as well. I've got a long journey back home, probably settled time in around 3 hours and 20-25 minutes with a couple of stops in between. But for now I need to pack, get on the road. Not looking forward to starting a bike up this time in the morning. There's people staying here. Probably think it's starting to thunder. But anyway, I just love doing this vlog. And it's just the weather made it as well. Temperature averaging around 25 degrees for the last 3 days, hence the big, probably, don't know if you can see it now, but got a big red face, look like a tomato. I need a coffee, get on the bike, head home. Until the next one, Gary's 2 Wheels. If you're new to this channel and you've watched me for the first time, please, please, please hit the subscribe button. It's a new channel. I want those subscriptions to fly up and you guys can come with me on my crazy journeys. Understatement of the year. Anyway, until the next one, take care. Bye bye for now.